Was the biggest mistake of my life. I quit college in 1966. Now, this was the middle of the Vietnam War, okay?
Wow.
And there was, it was a very tough time, very difficult to imagine. But in those days, they had 2S student deferments. People were getting drafted and immediately drafted into the army and to go over to fight in the jungles of Vietnam. So naturally, that's not something I really wanted to do. But I went to college, right after high school. I was only 17. And after a few months, it was early November, I quit college. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't feel right. And I enlisted in the Air Force, and I was happy about that. I
Yeah.
enlisted in the Air Force on a Tuesday, got drafted in the Army on a Friday, but I went in the Air Force. What was the biggest failure was that I quit school. So I went to my father and I said, Dad, I quit school and enlisted in the Air Force. And he looked at me and he said, "You're stupid, just like your brothers. And you're a quitter." He said, "You're a quitter." So,
Oh,
Vince,
wow.
well, anyway, after naturally, I was pissed off at my dad at that time, but I was more pissed off at myself. And so when I went in the Air Force, I swore to myself, nobody would ever call me a stupid again, number one. Nobody would ever call me a quitter. It turned out to be the best motivator. Later in life, in fact, just within a few months after that, my father and I reconciled, and we had a wonderful, wonderful relationship. But
Yeah.
that was the big motivator. So that first failure, that first stupid decision, is what got me started on moving ahead and asserting myself.